this aggression, and it is well read by Team Kinguin.
Ready and waiting. They are going to be bending, but no signs of breaking just yet. Rallen up close and personal, though. He will be that first point of contact. They try and flood their way out. Can he take them down? Connection. A couple of body shots going his way, but no real frags. Furlan will kick it off in the end, though. Takes down Scream. Sixer and XMS start to respond. Mouse comes in with one of his own. They're going blow for blow right now, but it finally starts to look good for Envious as they begin to execute the opposition. RPK goes down, though, and it's just Happy on 1 HP and Sixer left on 40. They are got themselves some afterplants, so can they hold this?
Yeah, Crossfire is going to be set up, but it's not ideal. And actually, Masabi trying to make his way on down. Mihu's there as well, rotating around, and he's spotted out by Sixer, who tries to chain these shots in, but he can't quite connect. Saying that, down goes Mihu, and it is all on Maz. 1v2. Bomb's ticking away. He's going to be quick onto the site, and Happy going to take his head clean off. The Crossfire there.
No AWPs on the prowl, though. All-out aggression towards mid, it seems, though. They'll be able to smoke off, quad push their way through. The arch smoke does come in, but it's a little bit too late. Sixer, he's allowed to just glide his way through like an acrobat, find the opening kill, but finally the trade starts to come back into effect. Furlan, complete control as he finds these easy kills.
Yeah, now the push down Banana. RPK is going to be here to shut this down. Smoke will be there, so that's going to render him null and void. And ultimately, right now we see Kinguin in the driving seat. Bomb's going to be down over there towards A. Over by Arch. Scream is within earshot, but still has a lot of frags left to find before he can collect this bomb. And Sparrow is just honing his sights, watching it. Now, I don't know if they know Scream's there just yet, and actually he's going to be able to pick that bomb up. Now looking to just fade away, and it might get spotted in from Speedway, but for the time being, he's been allowed to escape. So they do have the bomb, and okay, Scream going to take a head clean off. Down goes Sparrow. It's into a 3-on-3. Scream, the beast, could be just waking up here. And actually, as it starts to rear its ugly head now, making its way down through short spots at another foul, and going to bite the dust back into a 2-on-2 as the trade does come through. RPK going to be the first to go down for Envy, but still, bomb will get planted. Mihu, the only player with an earshot, trying to do what he can to deny this. Does do some damage downrange on a Happy, but ultimately just falls on back. Waits somehow to rotate on round. Now they're going to try and retake together. Both players in towards Pit. Scream peeks out. His head could be more than visible, but he's still doing a lot of damage. Finds himself a third and a fourth. There's Scream. Okay. This is why they call him the headshot machine.
To come to you, you don't need to overextend and potentially give your life away for nothing.
Yeah, Mouse going to do the exact opposite, actually taking Happy down now. Relinquishes back into the site, into its relative safety. And does get spotted out by RPK jumping up on top of the boxes. But luckily enough, he's going to have Mihu there just to lay down covering fire. And actually he's going to lay down a little bit more than that as he lays down the lore. RPK going to taste the full brunt of that Deagle round. Will be going down. 5-on-3 ensues, and that bomb still over towards A. Sixer and XMS. Trying to guard this, and actually, yeah, Scream wants to try and equalize this out over towards B. He's determined to pick this up, but Mihu peeks out with the Deagle, going to do that much more damage. And now Scream going to look to fall on back. XMS and Sixer with the bomb. The dynamic duo over towards this A site, trying to lock it down, but there's 3 players here to deny this.
I do have these angles in play. Up close and personal, they will be able to catch them off guard if they can actually get the information early. Rallen, unfortunately, has been sniffed out. They've located him and taken him down as well. Now the onslaught comes through. They push upon the site, trying to overwhelm everyone there as they explode their way out. But the pistols reign supreme somehow. Kinguin actually pick it up. The CZs overpower them. Sparrow there.
Force the issue will have to fall on back. And that's because Envy, they're not going to give up banana control just yet. Now Sparrow, this is where he's going to have to come into play. They go for the peek, and he just finds that first. Down goes Sixer, now going to fall on back, secures the opening kill, gets the man advantage, and now just retreats into the safety of Pit.
So critical as well. You can see they wanted to go for more of a fast play, try and respond with a very aggressive hit over towards the A-bomb site early, try and take that balcony control. It's instantly been responded to. They've slowed them down, they've had to readjust now. Focusing their assets over towards Quad and Arch though, hoping they can try and slip their way through. Scream as well going to be setting up with that smoke that will fly over, allowing them to block a couple of lines of sight here as they go for the timed face. But Furlan does one better. He uses his own initiative, pushes his way into apartments, finds the opening kill. Sparrow never with the AWP until he finally gets picked off by RPK that starts to rain death all over the place, comes in with a headshots. Scream also back on form, will connect another one, takes down Rallen. The bomb has been planted. Does he spot out the man close by though? Unfortunately not. Miku too fast and too furious, but it's all been an elaborate ruse once again. They switch things up, they muddle it up, and they take their play towards the A-bomb site. Can they actually find the openers though as they flood their way free? Miku goes for the first face, but unfortunately loses his head. Scream will overpower him. Another kill comes in, but this time it's on the CT side as Rallen and Furlan start to connect their bullets. Rallen, another kill going his way before RPK starts to respond. He responds as hugely as he finds those 2 kills. Very easy. So much prowess on display there. The bomb can go down as well. It's a good situation to be in for the side of Envious.
Yeah, Scream is tagged down low. Sparrow And Mouse both making their way on. Raspberry coming in from mid with the AWP. Has a lot of angles to check here. The only downside is no one's actually pushed up over towards Apps. Instead, it's RPK watching the initial push around the corner. He's just going to look away at the wrong time. As a result, Sparrow finds that first. It's all on Scream. He's going to get one. Now going to get the second.
Oh.
Okay, Sparrow going to beat Scream at his own game. Takes his head off. And that's going to be Kinguin a fight.
Hit the A-bomb site very easily. Furlan is there to respond though. Molotov goes down, but he's now finally as well that XMS had pushed in. His teammate in the rear can find the kill. They try and take that Apps control. Happy peeking out over by balcony whilst his teammates do work on the ground. Furlan will be eliminated. Mouse has to rotate over as well to try and aid them. But this A-bomb site is taking a very heavy hit.
Yeah, but the bomb did go down very early on, and as a result, Kinguin, they've rotated everyone round over here towards A because they saw the bomb got dropped down over towards middle. And as a result, it's going to make getting into this A site a hell of a lot harder. Out peeks out Maz, down goes Sixer. He's looking for a little bit more, but instead it's Scream to trade things out. With another headshot there. Not looking to ruin that percentage anytime soon. 3-on-3 ensues. Raleigh will be peeking out from short, and he's just a thorn in their side right now. Going to get himself a second, falling on back. Scream will falter. No trade in sight just yet from RPK, saying that he's going to get it. The order of the day, going to get both actually. Give him an inch, and he'll take a mile as he finds himself with the necessary entries to secure this A site. It's all on Mihu. 1v2. Happy going to be getting that bomb down, and Mihu over towards Arch now, peeking on out. There is a smoke allowing this presence for the time being. RPK going to try and peek around it, but he will pay for that with his life. It's all on Happy. 1v1. Kinguin looking to try and pull this back for the realms of defeat, and Mihu's going to do just that. Gets both the necessary frags. And we'll
First pick on the board, Harry. That's where it really slows everything down and throws a huge fall on the side of MVS.
Yeah, Rowling going to be peeking on out, though. Actually, the player to try and kickstart this will falter. XMS finds himself an opener, and as though they didn't need any more advantages, they get handed one on a silver platter. They're going to take that man advantage in their stride. And Mihu over towards Banana. Him being here at least does allow him to have that extra player over towards A. So they still find themselves with 3 on this A site, which is kind of the standard amount of players you would expect to see. Bomb still making its way on in. They're not showing any signs of rotating back just yet. Furlan and Pip Maz on site with the crossfire set up, and Sparrow to watch the aggression out through mid. Here we go, push coming out into Apps. Maz going to get the first. XMS will fall. They have to watch out for Furlan. The crossfire's going to be set up, and it does work out brilliantly as Furlan and Maz, they shut things down. 5 frags between the two of them.
What could be working their way for apartments, then jump back through. They actually find the opening frags though. Mouse will be able to take down RPK. This is huge. They can swarm their way on towards the bomb site. Now Scream is in position, but he doesn't realize from the sidelines it is going to be Furlan to start to beat them down. 2 easy frags going his way, and he is hungry for more as well. Takes the aggression out, and there's Happy trying to cool off the situation, brings in 1 kill over on towards Rallen. Will slow them down a little bit whilst his teammate repositions as well. XMX and Happy, the duo, are in position. But can they retake this? It's going to be a hard fight. They do connect the headshots though. Miku will be eliminated.
Yeah, both coming in from the same angle though. Does mean that King would only have 1 spot to watch, and with time being whittled down, it's going to be a real issue. Okay, XMS just going to be connecting these quick shots left and right. It's all on Happy. 1v2 as the trade does come through. Bomb still ticking away, and he's going to be very, very short on time. Got to quickly execute both these players. Going to get 1 as Furlan offers himself up to Happy. Game a lot. The impact he's been able to have at 3 players over towards Banana, but it's not the AWP to find the first. Instead, it is XMS. Down goes Sparrow. No trade frag just yet. That Molotov going to isolate Furlan, who now starts to push on up. Smoke going to go down. It is in deep, and that's going to allow both Mouse and Furlan to be peeking out past it. They pop flash around the corner, but they don't capitalize on it just yet due to the molly to hold them back. Rallen and Mihu, meanwhile, over here towards A. Bomb's just dropped very neutrally over towards mid. They haven't quite made up their mind just yet. And when you look at how Envy are playing this, they've got that floating player in CT in the form of Happy. He can go very, very quickly between B or A accordingly. And it's a confident way of playing. Envy not short on confidence just yet. And it does look like he's thinking about perhaps rejoining his comrade over towards A. But no, he does make the right decision. Stays in CT, and it's a good read because the bomb looks like it's going to be making its way up. Banana. Sixer with the AWP in hand to find the first. Furlan bites the dust. And already Kinguin, they've slowed down a little bit. They're not sure as they want to go for this 3-on-5.
Nades start to rain in towards that B bomb site. They're in position as well. Regroup, assert themselves as a unit before they go for this aggressive attack, this explosion on towards that site. There is still only 2 men there, and it seems like there might be 1 shortly. They're doubting themselves a little bit, starting to back off, thinking that this is going to be a late round A execute, but it will be the B play. The nades roll in. This is the time. This is where either side needs to go absolutely huge. The push comes in, XMS up close and personal. We'll hear a couple of audio cues, the peek comes through and he will be able to get the opening frag. Takes down Miku, but Mouse with the retaliation finds the kill back towards him. Hungry for more as well, just in the nick of time they get the bomb planted. And now they've got themselves in some good situations, but they're outnumbered vastly. Sure, they have the superior angle, but they can't really take the fight. They peek, and unfortunately for Rallen, Sixer had the AWP, had the angle covered, and will take him down. Mouse trapped at the back of sight, cowering in a corner. He'd have to do something crazy to pick this round up.
Now, got to ace it if they want to secure this one. Mao's going to be picking on out, just playing around the pillar. Gets the first, but now they know where he is, and he's going to be at the full mercy of Scream and Happy as they rail shots. Downwind, he will fall. And that is Envy to find themselves a 10th. They reach double digits. They keep 3 players alive. And actually, Beefy is going to be a little bit close, but no, Scream will be able to get that one.
A couple of pot shots here and there, but now they've backed off. Envious as well. They're going to be questionable about this, wondering what was actually going on there with that early round play. They reposition towards the A-bomb site. They have an abundance of utility. They need to use this. 4 smokes in their possession. They have those in their arsenal. Use them. Block off those lines of sight. Completely eliminate Sixer, but instead they go for the fight. Sparrow will take the peek into an angle that Sixer can hold so well. They don't clear it as well. RPK peeks out. Will find 1 frag back on towards Furlan until he's traded out by Mouse. Already, 2 players have been eliminated from the side of Kinguin. This is not a great start into the round. They needed to try and step things up. Miku as well. Another headshot goes his way until Sixer can retaliate, leaving it all on the man himself, Miku. He's on the bomb site. The bomb will be planted, Harry. But can he find this free K?
I mean, he's gone above and beyond this before. Let's see if he can clutch this out. 1v3, Bomb going to go down. He's actually going to try and take the aggression over towards Arch, clearing out the angle, but he's got to be worried about the player in Library as he walks into the waiting arms of Happy. Down he goes. He tries to go aggressive there, try to switch up his position, remain unpredictable so he wouldn't know where he was.
Buffer, so that can be utilised for this. Sparrow still on the AWP as well. We need to see that, as he can be a powerhouse. The only thing, taking that very defensive angle that is going to complement Sixer didn't work out too well. The aggression comes through though. Look at this, XMS, as he takes the fight, swans his way down Banana. An easy kill to kick it off as he connects the headshot back on towards Furlan. Already a 1-man deficit once again. In the battle of attrition, Envious, they are always getting that opening frag. It's helped them so many rounds in a row now, as they can just play for trades from that point onwards. It's been fantastic for them. Kinguin, they need to be able to respond, and they really need to cause a ruckus here. Sparrow is going to try and take that fight once again towards Arch. This time, though, Sixer has been forced to fall back, but it seems like it has caused a bit of a stalemate here. The push coming in from Quad, though. Miku goes for the peek out, but cannot do the damage. Sixer, the reposition proves so critical as he eliminates another man.
Now, Bomb's actually rotated around over towards Banana. Sparrow is going to be here along with Mouse. Rallen left over towards A as a bit of a lurk. Now rejoining the rest of his teammates over in towards this B site. XMS is here alone, looking to try and hold this back. 1v3 essentially over towards this B site, but with Sixer rotating around, he's already found 1 on the back of the AWP. He's proved to be an essential tool of success in order to find these openers. And well, here we go. Push going to be coming on in. Sixer watching the cross. He does know there's a player over towards Barbecue. Now going to be going aggressive. Over towards Church. And XMS gets forced out courtesy of the Molotov, and he's going to burn in the flames. Does find 1 there before he perishes. And now Sixer trying to capitalize on his forward position. Rallen watching the angle as Sixer just crab walking around, has stopped for the time being, waiting for the rest of his teammates to get in a position. They find themselves 4-2, so there's no point giving this up, and especially as Sparrow finds RPK. Now Sixer rounds the corner to try and trade that out, but Rallen says no. Going to put it into a 2-on-2. Sparrow will fall to Scream, who apparently obstacles just don't exist to him. Finds a headshot there through the plywood. It's all on Rallen. 1v2 to try and clutch this out. He spots out 1. Knows it Scream's there as well, but they just double peek. Happy and Scream lock it down. They find
aggressive play towards A. Use your smokes, but once again, Sparrow this time peeks with an AK towards Sixer. Was trying to get that map control. Instantly beaten over and over. Sixer has had so much Arch control, and this completely ruins everything that King would want to try and throw into the round.
Yeah, I mean, they can't get control of Arch. Now they've got to be constantly worried about the push coming in from XMS on Banana. That's why they've got Furlan there. And I mean, with 4 players over towards this A site, something Envy have been doing time and time again, making their way into it's going to be next to impossible. They're already going to find themselves in an equal situation at best coming in towards this. And Scream and Pit, the crossfire set up from RPK, will go down. Happy, meanwhile, on the flank is able to find 1. Sixer just lining them up, knocking them down. Going to get 2, and he's going to get the 3rd as well as he completes it.
Slow down the side of Kinguin. XMS as well. Can he go for the aggressive style of play that he wants to play with a UMP?
No.
He can, but he can't find the frags.
Yeah, he's going to go down straight away. That's an early man advantage now for Kinguin, and already you can see out of desperation, Scream's going to go aggressive, but there's already players waiting in the wings to try and counteract this exact play. going to be pushing on out over towards App. Sparrow, meanwhile, trying to take the peak in mid. Sixer is there, but this time not with the AWP in hand. Only going to have himself a UMP. Screen falls on back into the safety of the site. Rejoins RPK, and actually Happy's making his way down Banana. He could be the difference maker, the linchpin of this round. He can come in from behind and try and mop up a couple of frags over towards mid, but Furlan, well read, rotates back around over towards Banana to watch for the early aggression. While the rest of his team trying to make some presence over here towards A, and actually down goes Sparrow. Mau's just watching his comrade taken apart by that UMP. As it is going to be equalized back into a 4-on-4, but look at how much short control has been taken here by Kinguin. Completely unaware. Envious now peeking on out, screaming to be the player to try and spot that. Is in danger of being dropped, and actually RPK up in the corner does get one, but it's going to be swiftly dealt with. His Sixer on the flank gets two. Okay, the UMP going to be worth its weight in gold. It's all on Furlan. 1v2, bombs down out in the open. They don't want to take the peak, but Sixer has been able to get himself the AWP in hand.
The weapon that he needs, the weapon he is such a prolific fragger with, that is really his home turf. 19 seconds left on the clock. Furlan hoping to do something. He has recovered the bomb. Needs to get it planted though. They're not pushing into the site. They have to play together, but they have an abundance of utility. 2 flashbangs and a smoke. They've got a lot to work with. Hopefully if they just play together here, but the peak comes out. Furlan though connects the headshot. The wallbang comes through. Hungry for more, and he does it. He picks up both the double kill, the triple overall. He will close it down. Kinguin somehow are